Muskegon woman says she is being denied the Social Security disability payments she's received since the late 1990s. She also says the Social Security Administration demanded that she pay back several years' worth of those payments, totaling $96,000. She reached out to the help team, and 13 on Your Side's Julia Gorman joins us now with her story. Julia.
Julia, the same agency that Tammy David says cut her off from those Social Security disability payments also happens to be her employer.
Hi, babies.
Diagnosed with diabetes, mom and dog lover Tammy David has received monthly Social Security disability payments since 1996.
I have major eye loss. I have my 26 eye surgeries. I went into renal failure.
But in 2007, her level of disability changed dramatically.
I am a paraplegic.
And her life changed forever.
I fell out of a tree trying to rescue a cat. I have a spinal cord contusion at T5 and T6, which is a spinal cord bruise, and that heals at 1/8 of a millimeter a year.
Now,
I miss not being able to walk.
Tammy says the wheels on her wheelchair act as her legs.
Oh my God, I got dog treats in my car.
Everyday things many of us don't give a second thought to take more time, effort, and hard work for Tammy. In 2009, Tammy started working at the Social Security field office in Muskegon as a customer service representative.
If you're walking into the Social Security office, there's something that has been life-altering. So when they come in, I'm the face of that, or the person that they get on the other end of the phone, and I have to explain to them what the next steps are.
Tammy explains the federal government deducts what are called impairment-related work expenses from her gross wages. It explains this as, quote, costs for items or services that you need in order to work because of your disability. It's money she pays for her modified vehicle, her medications, her wheelchair, and more. The amount that is left over then qualifies her for her disability payment.
My disability benefits pays for my home and for my medical conditions and all my medical expenses.
Tammy says her eligibility for those payments is monitored and has been reevaluated by the federal government several times. She fills out a form detailing how her disabilities impact her job, and so does her boss. If the descriptions align, the payments continue.
Well, my boss did not properly fill out the form.
Tammy got this letter in the mail last June. It reads, "You are no longer eligible for Social Security disability payments as of April 2019 because of substantial work." It goes on to say, "Because we did not stop your checks until June 2023, you were paid $96,622 too much in benefits. And you should refund this overpayment of $96,622 within 30 days. Her monthly disability payments stopped, and the agency demanded she pay back the roughly $96,000 she received since her last evaluation. It's an amount of money she says she could never afford.
It was completely devastating. It was shocking. This has been everything to me for the last 14 years at that time. And how can this be happening to somebody who actually works for the agency?
Tammy went to her supervisor at the Muskegon field office.
I am subsidized, and he says the agency doesn't look at reasonable accommodations as subsidies. And I said they're subsidies because they're helping me work as a able-bodied person, as my fellow coworkers.
Since last summer, Tammy says her parents have been giving her the money she'd normally receive through her disability payments.
I would have lost my home if it wasn't for my elderly parents being able to help sustain my household.
She says she's contacted the Social Security Administration commissioner, federal lawmakers, and hired a lawyer. This past May, she went before an administrative law judge who works for the Social Security Administration. As you see here, that judge ruled Tammy was eligible for benefits during the time in question and does not have to pay back the $96,000.
She apologized for the agency and how I've been treated.
Since then, however, Tammy says nothing has changed, and she doesn't understand why. She isn't getting her payments and is still being asked to pay back tens of thousands of dollars.
I don't want anybody else to have to suffer through this because it is quite traumatic. It will leave a scar for quite some time. It's a wound, if you will.
Now, for an unknown reason to Tammy, in July, she got a letter stating the amount owed to Social Security dropped from that roughly $96,000 to roughly $66,000. I reached out to the Social Security Administration via email about Tammy's situation. They said in a statement, quote, "Thank you for reaching out. Respectful of agency employees, we cannot comment on potential personnel matters," end quote. If you have something for the help team to look into, call us at 616-559-1313 or email help@13onyourside.com. Juliet.
Julia, thank you.